Okay. Put the thumbnail. No, yes, no, yes. Yes, no, no. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. How did that happen and I didn't realize? Gotta fix that. Okay. Now I'm on stream. Okay, let's do this. I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. 11 days. Feels like 2 weeks. Close enough to be 2 weeks. Okay. I'm gonna make the vaults for the next update today. Summer. Okay, let me go. I'm trying to think of more ideas to have for the Sakura vault. Oh, that's a good idea. I've been talking about it, but I haven't been able to add it anywhere. Never mind, not a good idea, not a good idea. Okay. I don't know if you heard me say it. I actually don't even know. I know I'm not. What? Ooh, okay. So I actually don't know. I don't think you've been here last stream. I don't even know who was here last stream or not, because like no one's here. Cause Dark is busy. I don't know where the heck Doll is. Doll doesn't text me, so like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like texting Doll either and be like, you want to play, because it's doing the thinking. Hold on. Now the question is, can you type in chat? Also, you need to get that fixed. It's probably because your account has parental controls or something, which isn't a bad thing. I just never had that growing up, because one, I never did anything bad, and two, my parents didn't even consider bothering doing that. Cause, yeah. But I hope you're in chat so you can actually hear me. At least hear me. That's what matters the most. That's fair. I grew up making my own account, and yeah, so yeah. Okay, I don't know where you're at. Oh, you're here. I was like wondering where the heck you're at. Okay. So, let me tell you what's coming up soon. And hopefully when it comes, like, everyone else is active again. Because, there's been a drought. I made my own account when I was little, which is why I have YouTube control. Okay. Makes sense. But if you haven't already cause how like the whole lobby has changed. I don't know if when you were here last time, so I don't know if you were here for this. Maybe this is already old news. So the soccer event already technically started, and yeah, but because no one's really playing, it's kind of like on pause. But you kind of are playing right now, so it's not really. It's just like things are not gonna go in a full swing like it used to be until like everyone starts being active. And unfortunately, like it's really just because it's only 4 guys playing. If I get people in chat like that start joining and are trustworthy and just like actually play, I can start doing events, and whether you guys are here or not, I can still do things. But I'm not gonna be doing things if no one's gonna join either, you know. Right now I'm just on because I'm bored. I have nothing better to do, and well, yeah. And I saw you left. Did you lag out? I think you probably did. Okay. So, while you do what you gotta do, while you do what you do, I'm going to, yeah, you're back. I'm going to make 2 new vaults. So let me tell you what I'm planning. So I texted you a while back, like literally a week ago. You never responded. But if you look back in our messages, another time, not now. I said, I think I said Zero Sakura. Or no, what did I say? I said Sub-Zero, right? Oh, I said ZD Sub-Zero event, December 7th. So I should be back December 7th. That's also like the week before final, so it probably won't go into like full swing till like the week after, but that is when the event will start. But basically just right now it's soccer event, so everything's all pink and pretty, and there's a new trial thing. And when I get this done and situated, there's gonna be a new vault I'm making right now for the event. It's gonna be called the Kitsune Vault. There's actually gonna be 2 vaults that are limited time, that are active, because most likely the time that everyone's gonna be active again is probably around Christmas time, because everyone's less busy, hopefully. So what I'm gonna have to do is combine this event, which isn't ending anytime soon, with the next event. So this event, this soccer event, is gonna last for a while, because I need you guys to be here for the event to even happen. If there's people that were actually active, I could, but because like there's only just like you active every now and then I don't know where the heck Zaid is at. Zaid has been missing, because if it was at least you two, I could actually do stuff, but because Zaid isn't here, I can't do anything. And Doll isn't here either, because you know, it kind of sucks, because you guys were active pretty much right at the end of season 1, and then boom, busy. Okay, so my plan so far for the vault items that you could get are these 5 things. So Axolotl Pet, Ender Slime, Tide Trip, Spider Trip, and Pig Bundle. I'm trying to think of other items, if not, you know, something. But I can't think of anything right now. And I'm kind of tired. I don't know why, but I always wait till like it's late to stream, and it's actually kind of annoying. I need to start streaming earlier. Anyway, so there's gonna be 2 vaults, right? Right now I'm making the Kitsune vault, but there's gonna be another vault called the Holiday Vault, and that vault is gonna have presents as keys. So you'll get presents from something, and then you put the presents in the little vault thingy, and then you get like these cute things, and you know, it's all, you know. In other unrelated news, depending if you guys are gonna be inactive by season 3, I think season 2 will be the last season I'm gonna do this series, because it takes a toll, working so much, working my butt off making a storyline, and no one's here. But replacements that could happen is I might do Hive live streams soon. I'm still gonna be doing running from series until I end that series, which is when I die. So you'll see more of that. That's survival hardcore mode. There might be some Roblox videos coming soon. And other just content, because we like content. Hopefully by then I have the energy to, because gotta have energy. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something. Hello? Hello? Dream and yearn. Okay. Dream and yearn. What's admire? I'm gonna put admire as one of the choices here. So pink bundle, 2 potions, a slime. I have to be creative with my choices. Storm add-ons. What is something guys I've been asking for? Let me think. Also, are you like lagging or something because you keep joining and leaving? Or is it because you like keep forgetting you're on mobile or something? You know what? I so could. I will do the idea I have in my head right now. Let me get an e-chest. I think it's in my e-chest somewhere. Where the heck is... There we go. I do have it in my e-chest. Let me just snatch this right here. Get rid of that. Okay. All is well. So, I think these are gonna be my... Okay, I just heard something odd. So, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. These are gonna be the choices for the what's the word? The loot for Kitsune Vault, at least for now. So 2 different trim types. Axolotl. Potions don't get that, so... Ooh, that's gonna be annoying. There's no point in having a pink bundle, because you guys can get it, you know? So... This, we need something else stackable that's a good... I could, give me a second. I could make a cute... Oh wait, you're saying something... I'm gonna slash kill you. No. Are you rejoining? You probably are. Yeah. Okay. So, as I was saying, I think I'm gonna do let me get some more of these potions. Ba 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 ba. Sky. Slime. Let me get another one of the pink ones. Low keto. So that's just that. So we're gonna have some cute slime potions. I think you actually got one, if I remember correctly, right? You got one like when you completed a challenge, and I think I gave you it a while back. Okay. How do I want to do this? So these are all like, oh, I almost said ingredients. Ingredients is kind of crazy. Okay, I think that's a valid. And then Spire is more rare, so I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I'm gonna put a whole bunch of these, maybe axolotls, and I'll put more of these keys because I don't kind of want to gatekeep it. Not gonna lie. So if you, I don't know if you're still in stream. Not too sure if you are, but if you are, just know pets are coming to the game. I did mention it earlier before, but the first pet coming into the game is axolotls. Also, you wanna get a bundle? Anything else? Oh, also, new banners. New banners. This is a new one called Cherry Rosette. Oh, what the heck? Why is this like this? I didn't even realize that. Good thing I realized now. Are they colored? Give. Now name tags are kind of useful because now you can name your bundles when you save up for these. I'm dropping the price to 2 stacks now because I'm nice. To name stuff because especially bundles, you know, it's gonna be more useful doing that. So I haven't really set everything up for the event because no one's been here, but do you by chance still have that that orbital bone. You remember the bone from last season? Do you still have it in your chest? Because I want to give you an opportunity. Oh, yeah, let me just teleport me or you. You do? Okay. Okay. Hold on, I need to make sure I'm not crazy. Give me 1 second, you know? Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Because I don't want... Oh, not in spectator. I don't want to say something and then I'd be wrong and then get your hopes up for something. But just... I'll be right back. And with the bone if I'm wrong. Hold on. Let me... TP... 100 above this. Thank you. So... I have talked to you about it, but every single time you've been on, you haven't been on long enough. But the Sakura trials are done already, and they are playable. You just I forgot up the fire. Don't worry about that. Let me go up here. This is what matters. I haven't changed this yet. Orbital bone. Yeah. Okay, I'm not crazy. So. Let me just go. Yeah, what am I doing? Let me TP through you. I'm all over the place. My bad. Do you want to open... Wait, why do I do this to myself? Do you want to open your first ever orbital vault? I told you this was going to be useful later. I just didn't talk about it because, you know. Yes? Do you? I think you hit this by accident. I'm guessing that's a yes. Basically like the best vault in the game right now, but because you have to typically you have to complete an orbital trial and then buy an orbital shop after you complete a trial to get an orbital bone, which is the key for the vault. But you guys got it for free, or your first one, because you guys got it in last season. I'll show you. I don't think I ever got to show you, because when I tell you there's so many things that has been going on in the season, but like half the time I wasn't even streaming it or something. Okay, yay. Okay, let me... It's just like any of the other bots, but it's different, I guess. Okay. Let me TP you. Welcome to the orbital vault, right. So, as the other vaults, it tells you what you can get. This is stuff. Yeah. You can also get those things by chance. Like these are the spotlight, as in like these are the best things, but the side lights are caliber keys and zero upgrades, because that's not as good as the spotlights. But yeah. So as always, you drop it in here, and then the machine should work the right way. And yeah, I gave it back to you, so you should have it. The bone, the orbital bone. You do remember how vaults work, right? You put it in there in the slot, and then you get 3 random things. I know it's been a while. Oh, what happened here? Are any of these useful? Well, knowing by the fact that you like collecting things, even if it's not useful, you like them. But the useful thing is Bad Omen 5, Ominous Bottle for orbital trials to make it into, I think, insane mode. So you get more echo shards. Echo shards, you get the rare exotic dorm pattern that's in the dorm shop. This is I think this is the relic music disc. You can't get this anywhere else. This is the silence tunes. You get the point. There's the oxidized key. You can use them in oxidized key vaults. Copper keys are upgrade to upgrade your things to diamond netherite. You get the point. There's useful stuff here. It just depends on how you use it. Now we wait. And... what'd you get? Just 3 things? Or 2 things? Did you get 2 of Echo Shards? Or 2 of that? Or... did you get any dupes? I don't know what happened. You got... okay. Reroll. Reroll. Since you got a dupe. Here you go. Throw the bone. You can go again. I'm so tired today. I'm so sorry. Gotta let it go. Now that's a dupe that you want. Yeah, that's 2 nether. That's 2 0 upgrades. That's crazy summer. Okay. I bet you're satisfied. Anyway, just like this vault, there's gonna be 2 other... oh no, Summer has a horn! Everyone's had a horn before, but Summer has a horn! I think that's one of my favorite ones though. So, I can accept it. Okay. If you want to go to the other vaults, you can go to that one. Or if you want to go back to hub, that way. I'm going this way just to go back to hub. But yep, that's the vault. But there's another one coming when I finish it. That's for this theme, which is, yeah. You might lag again. Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna lag again. I'm gonna have to fix the generator stuff or whatever. I don't know what's... I think it's just because the map is so big, which is a huge problem. A huge problem. A very huge problem. I'm just gonna have to start making the maps way smaller, because either way... oh, lagged out. Either way, like, no one explores even half of it, and that's so much effort for no reason, and I regret it because I wasted so much time on a map that, like, won't... anyway, let's continue. Hello? Oh, it's lagging, like, I can't turn into spectator. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay. I feel bad because my game keeps crashing you. I don't even know why. This was never a problem last season, which is a really bad thing. Might have to, like, disable the map low-key. Okay. Many keys. No, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Yeah, this is the outlier, but these are okay. Yep. Okay, that's okay. That's legal. And mix that. Mix that. Yeah, why the heck not? Okay, so let's save these and then let's put them in the new vault thingy. Okay. So. I forgot about that. I sure forgot about that. Okay. What do I have here? I have it as structure load. Okay. Boom. Structure load. Kit vault. 1 da. Structure load. What am I doing? My structure. Kit vault 2 da. Structure load. My structure. Kit vault 3 ba. Okay. Now I need to remember what I put over here. 1200. 12,000. 12,000. Where am I going? 12,000. And 200. 1200. 1200. Then we do always. Then we do always. Then we do always. So let me put this back to this, because I'm slow, and let's empty everything so I don't lose my mind. I'm doing this. Oh, what I wanted to avoid still happened anyway. I'm having so much pain right now, like, not actually, but like, it's so annoying. And I feel like I'm always having the same thing. Yeah. Good thing it's an easy fix. But I'm too lazy, and I don't like doing this. Okay, at least it works. And then do this, this, and this. And it's like nothing ever happened, you know? Just making sure these are actually empty. And then get rid of this like nothing happened. Nothing happened. Okay. Now, if I fix this, they should all have always active now and be normal. And we fix it by setting it up how I put it here. What? Oh, okay, never mind. I put here, 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 here. Perhaps, hold on. Looks right, okay. This is a whole lot of baloney, okay. Okay, this has stuff it shouldn't have here, like dream, don't know why, infinity, don't know why. I thought I got rid of you, of course. Nothing ever works the way I want it to. There should be only 2 of you. One goes here, one goes here. And I think I put... Am I right? I'm right? Okay. Don't know why you guys exist. Let's get rid of you. Okay, you are actually in the right thing, right order. Good job. Good job, this game. This game is doing a really good job. Let me make sure this works. So now I have to make it not ugly on the inside and make it look nice. And you know how you do that? You patch this up, don't fall, and you make everything pink. Pink. Yeah, either time goes slow or I'm not happy. Because why is... It's still only been 30 minutes. I think I just got broken. Oh. Oh. Okay. You do what you gotta do, girl. Ooh. Let me... Sounds like, manipulative. Also, if someone just likes you 5 hours ago and then, like... I mean, personally, don't even worry about love or relationships, because most of the time people are fake, and... Oh, what's the word? Like, most people just, like, they low-key want you just to want you, you know? They low-key want people, and then just so they could say, oh, I'm in a relationship and stuff. And then it obviously feels bad, because then you feel like, oh, you're not like this and this and that, but like, it's not even you. I was not expecting to stream today and talk about this type of stuff, but like, I have to like get into that mode now. But like, don't feel bad. It sucks now, but that just means that there's better people. Because if someone's gonna like you for 5 hours and then not want to like you, I'm sorry, girl, I bet you're pretty. I bet you're really pretty. Don't let any guy or girl, whoever, whatever you do with your life, and whoever you hang out with, make you feel less than you are. Because if you have to be doing X, Y, and Z so people don't think a certain way about you, then you shouldn't be around those people in the first place. Because last time I checked, what matters is what I think about myself and not what these people are. Because last time I checked, I came into this world without them, so if they don't like me, then I can continue living in this world without them, like if I never knew them. Because there's a lot of people that want to make you feel bad, and then they kind of want you to feel like you need to be in their lives or something, so when they don't want to be a friend with you anymore, or want to be in a relationship with you anymore, they just want to make you feel bad. They really do. Because if it has to get to the point where they have to be doing stupid stuff like that, like, please, please. There's so many more people, so much more better people, and honestly, don't worry about that type of stuff, like getting into a relationship or anything, because you know what? You'll find the best person out there when you're not even looking for them. But if you're gonna be, not saying that you were, not assuming or anything, but I'm just saying you're gonna find a better person when you're not looking for them than if you're looking for them. Because that's when the honest, real people come to your life, you know? if you have to be searching for them and then you're just happy with whoever you find also, that's not good, because then after that, like, then you're gonna be fine with them treating you to a certain way, you know, like, you matter too. How you feel about yourself, how you are, like, you shouldn't have to change for anyone, because if you have to change for someone, that's already a red flag. Or have to be a certain way for them to like you and this and that. I know I'm going like way too far in this, because like it was just simple of like, from what I know, it's just a simple, oh, he likes me 1 second, doesn't like you, yeah. But still, like, don't let that get to you, because that's exactly what he might want to do, you know, or she, whoever it is. I think you said he, right? Literally don't worry about that. Trust me, just worry about yourself, like, worry about how you feel about yourself, and take care of yourself, because I'm sure you're a great girl, and the right person will come in your life when it's time. Like, I have never dated someone, well, he did tell me, my friend, he wasn't looking for a girl, but he said he liked me. It's not fair, but he could also be just saying that from the first place, you know? Hey, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Because what do you know about this guy? What do you know about him at all? Like, what do you know about him at all? Did you just know him because of a friend, or like, what's the context in this? You know, you just knew about him from school. Should I put this? I don't know. That's kind of ugly. Okay, but one thing you have to really think about is, right, is a lot of people, right, and I say this from personal experience, and this is just even from just meeting people and making friends, is a lot of people will act a certain way, and they seem like the perfect person ever. No one's perfect, right? There's always gonna be people having flaws, and if like, I'm not trying to put you on the spot and give you yourself as an example, but if you think about X, Y, Z about yourself, what do you think other people think about themselves? Because everyone has like those thoughts that they feel bad and this and that, right? So let me get to the point with saying this. So he's probably not perfect as you think he seems, or he seems like the best guy ever, because a lot of people would tend to start showing their true colors the more you hang out with them, the more you know about them and stuff, and that's just how it is. A lot of people want to seem a certain way, and then after that be different when you actually spend time with them longer, and then after that you end up feeling worse. I'd say, really, I'm not trying to be like, oh, you shouldn't be in a relationship, you know, type of thing, because that's not my business. You do your life how you want. Summer, I think the best thing I can tell you, because there's a lot of things, you know, but you're not gonna understand this now, but maybe it was best, you know, maybe it was best, because look, I'm not trying to get all like, you know, what's the word, talking about my business to kind of like, you know, because the way my life and your life is completely different, but I've always tried to make friends with people and try to hang out, right? I didn't care about a relationship, so it's a different story for me. But maybe that's a big deal for you, right? You always wanted to find a guy or a girl, whatever your preferred, you know, thing is, right? But I realized the more I try to be friends with people, the more I realized that no matter how much I tried, I could never fit in. I could never like get these people to like me and stuff. And if people don't like you as you are, you shouldn't be try to chase them, because you shouldn't be having to do so much effort for someone to like you, and then after that a second later say they don't like you, because that means they probably never liked you in the first place. Maybe they're trying to use you. And in my case, that happened to me a lot. A lot of people try to be like, oh, this is this and that, you know, but then as soon as I like acted a certain way or said something they didn't like, because people have differences, you know, people actually can disagree, you know, it's a normal thing, but a lot of people get offended nowadays. I don't know why. then after they didn't like it and they didn't want to be friends with me anymore, and it's like it's so sad because it should never get to that point in the first place, you know. People are going to be different, people are going to see things differently, people are going to get treated differently, express things differently, get hurt in some ways that other people might not get hurt. Like in this case, this hurts you a lot, and I'm really sorry that you're going through this right now. But that's the thing, people aren't willing to learn, you know. If people are gonna get to that point where they're, like you said, like what happened, right, and then not even like give a chance to get to know you, even if as just friends at first or whatever, then it's not worth it, because then you're gonna feel bad when you never did anything bad in the first place. It's like you're just being yourself, and you should never have to change for someone. You should really never have to change, because why do you have to change for someone that that just doesn't like you the way you are, you know? Because God made you the way you are, you know? And everyone's unique for a reason. Everyone sees things differently, acts differently, has different life experiences and stuff, and you shouldn't have to change that, or like please, you know, people please, whatever, to, no, you should even ask him why, because that's the thing. Because what if he says something that hurts your feelings and he doesn't understand because he doesn't see things the way you do, right? And then I'm trying to say things in not a way like I'm trying to like tell you what to do either, because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want, and I'm just trying to give you advice, right? Because you're the one that even brought the topic to me. But you shouldn't go and ask him why, because whatever the reason why, he's just, I don't know. It's, I'm not a relationship person, so I've never, like, you know, but what's the best way I can say this? Like, you going back is giving him probably what he wants, you know? He wants to figuratively probably have you on a leash, in the sense that he wants to be like in control of the situation, because him saying no, that if you go to him and then he suddenly says yes, but then after that you are with him for a little bit and all that, and then he does the same thing, or he says something that hurts you, you know, you, at the end of the day, what matters is you. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think you're gonna be happy? And will it benefit you? Because sometimes you have to be thinking about, does it benefit me or does it not? Like, because by yourself, you should be already content with yourself. Not saying that you aren't, not saying that you aren't, but you shouldn't try to find, no, Summer, no, because literally, in a way, we're not that different. We're really not that different. And obviously in my case, I've never been in a relationship. Look, Summer, notice how you're beating yourself about it, you know? Like, notice how you're not saying you aren't, but from what I can tell, because I can't see your face, I can't see your emotions right now or anything, you're not saying a single bad thing about him. Or just like, you know, you're really letting his words get to you, right? And not saying that's bad, because it's okay to cry, it's okay to be hurt, it's okay to have a lot of feelings and stuff. But what it's not okay is you letting it drive you, you know? If that makes sense. You shouldn't let the way you feel right now at this moment make you do a decision that you might regret. Because right now, what if you go text him and then you say something that you might regret, in a sense, like say something mean, not saying you would, but you do say something mean hypothetically, right? And then after that, you might come later the next day after today, and then you're gonna be like, I shouldn't have said that, but then you were like all in your feelings, right? And our feelings are deceiving, you know? We can get really like ahead of ourselves sometimes, and then after that we do things that are a little bit irrational because we're in our feelings. And not saying feelings are bad, because they're natural. You should never feel bad for having feelings, but you should also think about, is it a good idea? So what I want you to ask yourself is it a good idea to text him after all of this? Or should you just take time to kind of just like settle down and just breathe, you know? in my opinion, you should. But once again, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But just know, even though I don't know you personally like that, I am here for you. If you ever want to talk about things, obviously we can bring in DMs, because I don't want to be personally talking about your business in my stream for everyone to hear. Not that anybody's on here right now, but you get the point. But I think you should just take some time, breathe in, breathe out, do whatever you need to do. If that means getting off right now and just like taking a break, distracting yourself, because also this is fresh in your mind, and then you're gonna be like thinking about, you know, thinking about it. So maybe you should, you don't have any classes with him, then honestly that's good. You shouldn't have to worry about that, because see, then that's already, personally, that's a little bit already like a problem, you know, because hypothetically, if you and this guy were to go off and have a relationship, and everything would be great, you guys don't even have time to really spend time with each other. You guys don't have classes, you guys don't have that, and you know, and if you just known him from a friend, and then your friend says that, not assuming, but like, is this friend that you knew him from trustworthy, you know, like, I don't know. But I don't want to also fill you with so many thoughts, and then also, you know, like, you're keeping you, like, you know, I say try not to think about it. You known her since kindergarten? Okay. I hope everything will be okay, because I'm sure everything will be okay. Just try not to think about it, and try to have fun, play a little bit of this if you want to get off early because you want to just take a break. I know not right now. Not everything's okay right now, because, you know, may I tell you a story about myself? I don't really talk about myself like this on stream, but if you're willing to hear it, just to kind of ease your mind, and also just talk about me so you get to know me a little bit. If you want story time. Yeah, last year, right, I don't know if I streamed that much last year, but last year around this time period, this time of the year, like October, November, right, I was in theater, and I was doing things I shouldn't be doing. Not necessarily bad, but doing things that I know wasn't right, and I was not happy. I was not happy with myself. I wasn't happy, you know. I personally grew up in a Christian household. I've never really cared about God, though. I never really focused on that, reading the Bible and doing all that stuff, because I found it boring. I would go to church and I'd be drawing. I wouldn't do anything, which is funny, because notice from the beginning I've been drawing, and then now I'm actually an artist, so it's kind of funny where things have gone, but not the point. And well, a lot has changed. The way I think last year is a huge difference from now. And one thing I can tell you that is for sure a fact is, when you grow up, the way you see things, the way that you see this very moment is today, if you even remember it years in the future, you're gonna see it so differently from now. Not saying the way you're thinking about it is bad or good, not, you know, not assuming anything. I'm being just for real. Like, I'm gonna get off, but still watch stream and answer questions in Discord. Okay. But yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, do what you need to do. But if you're still here to listen to me, that's fine. But yeah, I was not living a great life, or I wasn't happy with my life, right? I never was, like I said, close with God. I didn't care about that stuff. But then I realized, and I, once again, not trying to promote or push anything onto you, nothing. I'm just telling you what I've gone through in my life, and what has changed, and where I'm at right now, right? Of course things are not perfect like perfect now, because when is anything ever perfect? But like, I don't know, one day I was just like in my bed, and I was so sad. I was like low-key depressed, and I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I'm so sick of how I'm living my life. I wasn't suicidal or anything. It wasn't to that extent, but I just was unhappy. And you know, I was like, you know, I'll give this God thing a chance. You know, I was just like, you know what, let me try to live my life for God, because I knew God was real, and more personally, I believe God is real. You might not believe that, but I knew something existed, right? And I knew God existed, and I was like, I knew God existed, but I was completely fine with going to hell. I was completely fine of going, doing crazy things in my life and not giving a crap. And I always noticed that I was always looking for love, whether it was relationship love or it's just like platonic love, like friendship love, mainly friendship love. I always wanted to have like the best, like the perfect friend group, you know, like friend group that we can go out, have fun, maybe bowling, doing things that it's just like fun, you know, because who wouldn't want that? Like that sounds like a blast, right? Um, but of course that never worked. I tried doing theater last year, like I said. But theater is probably the most drama-filled place ever in high school. I do not recommend it. If you want to be okay, don't, because people will talk bad about you. Like, people always talk bad about you, but like in theater, people will talk bad about you, and because they're in theater, they know how to act like they don't. So they're really fake there. They're really fake. So that wasn't really great. But thankfully, I was actually, no, that's a lie. But thankfully, I was in a better-ish state than even like freshman year, because freshman year I was very much of a people pleaser. I still was last year. Now I'm not really as much, because I don't try to be, because I realize it drains me. It really drains me when I try to please others, whether that is, oh, like even in Zerodome, like I'm gonna be so for real. Like I've worked so hard this season, and I realized I'm not gonna be trying so hard if people are not gonna win. Not saying that you guys don't care about this game, but like I really shouldn't be wasting my time and draining myself, draining my social battery, draining whatever battery, if I'm not happy. Because at the end of the day, what matters is me. What matters is me. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to care about others. It is so important to care about others and put them first in some extent. But also, if it's getting to the point that you have to be taking the long shot and doing X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C just so you can be friends with them, just so they can be happy with you, because the second that you don't, they're gonna get mad at you, that is not a friend. That is not a friend. Because if they have different opinions and then they find out that you believe in a certain thing and then you don't, and then they don't want to be friends with you anymore, that's not a friend. That was never a friend in the first place. Because you shouldn't have to change who you are, the values you believe in, this and that. Because I have friends that are not Christian. I have friends that are like that, you know, like even you guys probably don't believe in God. I don't know what you guys believe in, but I personally believe in God. I'm Christian and stuff, but that doesn't stop me from being nice to everyone. Because a lot of people think also that like Christians are supposed to be perfect and this and that like we're always trying to put an agenda and this and that. No, that's probably not a Christian. That's probably not a Christian, because there's people that say they're Christians and they're not. And it's the same thing with anybody. There's a lot of people that say they're a certain religion or this and that, and they're not, because they don't follow their own values and stuff. A lot of people can say they're this and that, and a lot of people can like I was saying earlier, they can say that they're not, they can like show by their actions they seem like a nice person, but you don't know how they are outside of school, or wherever you meet them and stuff. Like I don't know how you guys are outside of like my stream and DMs. I've never known you guys personally, and honestly, I'm not trying to pry into your guys' business, because your life is, you know, and that's why I don't talk about my life like to the full T right here, because you know it doesn't matter. And privacy does matter. I don't want people to be like stalking me either, you know. Anyway, I'm just really talking about myself. There's not really a story I'm trying to tell you about. I'm just telling you about myself because one, to distract you, because you shouldn't be worrying about you know, those things. And honestly, like I said, I know it, like everybody tells you, I'm sure people have told you there's plenty of fish in the sea. And there's some people that might never date, might never get married, type of thing. There's other people that will, that they that's an important value in their life. Everyone thinks differently, and everyone sees things differently and react to things differently. Now, the most important thing is, remember, you cannot change how people react or see things, right? But you know what you can change? How you react to things, because you are your own person, right? If people are gonna treat you a certain way or gonna make you feel bad, and you know that you're a good person, that you're not you're worth it, because whether you believe it right now or not, I'm sure you're a great person, and I know you have value. You're a good person. Then you shouldn't be having to twist your limbs for someone. You really shouldn't. You really shouldn't have to be like flattening yourself like Flat Stanley. I have horrible like comparison, but you get my point. You shouldn't have to be doing the most just so other people can be happy, just because when you do that, you're not gonna be happy. Then what happens? What's the point of you being in a friendship with someone if you're not even happy? I'm gonna be honest. It seems selfish at first, but really, why would you be in a friendship that you're not happy with? And I'm not saying that you can't be friends with anyone, but also, just because you're friends with someone doesn't mean you have to be like talking to them every single day either. Like, I don't talk to you guys every single day, and I have a good relationship with you guys. Like, I'm chill, you know? Like, I hope so, you know? If you guys have beef with me, I'm sorry. I'm just myself. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, I was gonna say a point, but I forgot what I was gonna say because I'm talking so fast. I'm just kind of like talking about things. But just know that it's gonna be okay. It really is gonna be okay. Yeah, everything's gonna be okay. It might seem like the end of the world now, because I'm not saying that it isn't gonna feel like that, because trust me, there's so many times in my life that I've had moments I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be dealing with this right now, you know? But that's how life is. There's gonna be ups and downs, and it's hard because there's never gonna be a consistency in your life, because it's never gonna be linear, but it gets easier. It will never be completely easy, but it will be easier. Trust me. Personally, when I started living for my life with God and focusing on having a relationship with Him, because I believe He is love, God is love, and I don't need to change anything for God to love me. Because God loved me even when I hated Him. God loved me when before I was even born. God loved me doing all these things, right? And a lot of people think of focus on Christianity as the religion, as the religious aspect of I need to follow ABC laws, all these laws and stuff. No. Really, all you have to do, talk to God, which is as simple as just talking in your mind, like thinking about certain thoughts. He hears you. You just have to acknowledge Him, right? Because that's really how it is. It's so simple. If I had someone like me right now, telling me these things earlier, I would be so happy. But like, I had to learn some things on my own because no one ever told me anything, and it really sucks. But when I gave my life to Christ and just spent time with Him, and not that it's very overwhelming at first. A lot of people think you have to be doing so much, but as simple as just starting off with like, hey God, telling Him how you feel, because He knows everything, but like, He wants you to tell Him, type of thing, you know? Like, He's not gonna intervene. And then a lot of people would say blame God for a lot of things, but then really it isn't the way people think of it, you know? People blame God for a lot of things that happen in this world, when sometimes the reason some things happen in this world because the same humans are the ones doing it. God loved us so much that He gave us free will, so He's not gonna force us to do anything. Sometimes we might have those thoughts in our head of like, should I do this, should I do not, you know, should I, you know? That's probably a thought being like from God, you know, because we are naturally always gonna do things that are bad, are gonna want to do some wild things. I can say that personally. I've gone through things. I should probably get rid of. I like this more open. Sorry. I did not think I was gonna be talking about God today, but I'm not gonna overwhelm you with a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna say, God loves you. I'm here for you. I don't know you personally, but I love you as a friend. I love Dark as a friend. I love Zayd as a friend. I love Daw as a friend. I love every one of you guys, and I hope the best for you. I would never hope the worst for you guys. And if people are talking bad about you, if people ever do this and that, if you ever feel down, talk to me. I'm here to hear you out. I'm always gonna be here, even if you're never here for me, because that's fine. You know, but in all seriousness, it's gonna be okay. I hope the best. You know, it's hard, but the best is to let it out, to cry about it. It really is, to cry about it. It's okay. Never feel ashamed to cry. Never feel ashamed to have emotions because it's natural. Um, it's okay to feel heartbroken because yeah. And if you ever feel like, wow, it feels unnatural to cry or this and that or feel a certain way, remember Jesus wept. Jesus wept. He cried once in the Bible. It says in the Bible, he has cried. And if the perfect man who came and sacrificed and gave his life for us so we could be set free cries, then it's okay for us to cry. Because emotions are natural. And we should never have to feel ashamed for being the way we are, because we were made a certain way for a reason. And honestly, I used to hate a lot about how I am. Not so much now. I don't know if that looks good, but you learn over time. I hope my talk helped you a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry for not reading your messages because I was just kind of talking. Summer. I can talk to you about things and try to help you, but if you're willing to. Because a lot of people do get offended when I talk about God, and that's why I don't really talk about on this channel, but honestly I need to stop doing that, because at the end of the day, it's my channel. If people don't like it, they can leave. But I can give you some good advice from my own personal experience, but only if you want me to, because I don't want to tell you things if you don't want to hear either, you know? Okay. Good, because a lot of people, a lot of people don't have the ears to hear. Like, a lot of people think that we're crazy and this and that. Okay. So, for a longest time, I would have these thoughts, right? And I still do. Everyone has these thoughts of, like, the most craziest thoughts. You ever just, like, wake up one morning and think of, like, what if I died or something, right? Crazy, morbid. I don't know why the heck we think about these things. Actually, I do know why. So, I'm sure everyone knows by now, at least a very basic idea of like good and bad, evil type of thing. So I'm burping, I'm so sorry. But, how do I say this? I'm sure you know who you've heard of the devil and stuff, or that basic, we've died, we sinned from the start, Adam and Eve, I'm sure you've heard of that. Adam and Eve sinned by eating the apple that God told them not to eat, and then after that, all mankind fell short and stuff, right? So, sometimes when we're thinking, I know I kind of talk about that, where I'm going back and forth, so I hope you, like, you're fine with that. But, because I don't really talk about God in my stream, so it's like a whole different, like, medium. I usually talk about God in person, so anyway. So, the thoughts you have in your head, they're either good or bad, right? They're either good or bad. Let's say, for example, you get up and then there's this cute outfit you want to wear, right? But let's say, for example, the skirt is short. Let's say you wear skirts. I don't know what you wear, right? Because this actually is an example I think my sister-in-law gave me the other day, that she was talking about something and it was true. But basically, imagine you're wearing this fit. You're like, oh, it's such a cute fit, but then the skirt is too short and then it might be showing too much, right? And then you have in your thought, like, maybe I shouldn't wear this because that, but then you wear it anyway, right? Not condemning you for the choice. And once again, this is a hypothetical thing. So if you've done this, don't even have to tell me. Just, you know, listen. My point is that what if, like, that doubt in your head of the sense of like, should I do this? Those are good thoughts, right? I'm gonna keep it as good and bad for now, so I could like go further later. But let me get there, right? There's good and bad thoughts, right? And hold on, I'm really trying to think of how to explain this, because I don't know what you can understand or not. Not saying anything bad, I promise. Just like some people see things differently, don't understand things differently, and the way I understand things might be different to how you understand things. So, whenever you have those crazy thoughts, right? Those crazy thoughts of like, what if I go missing, like you said, right? The devil, the enemy, anything that's against you, right, which is your flesh, your own sin, everything that is not of God, is gonna be like, it's going to be like like especially the devil, he's going to be like really trying to make you feel bad about yourself, really try to make you not feel worth like you're nothing, right? But God says in the Bible, right, that we are fearfully and wonderfully made in his image. We are made in his image, right? Right. And imagine this, right? He formed you in your mother's womb, right? And before he formed you, he knew what he was planning for you. He knew what your name was going to be. He knew if you were going to be a boy or girl. He knew everything about you, right? He is literally our Father, right, in heaven, right? And low-key, it makes me cry, like, thinking about it. Sometimes we don't take time to think about it, but, like, sometimes it makes me want to cry how horrible this world is, and you know how horrible this world is sometimes. How crazy how people can be, how much hurt in their world is, and you can be like, how could there be such a God that created all this, but then we're always suffering, right? But then you have to remember, God never intended for us to feel any pain as simple as being heartbroken, or physical pain, or mental pain, anything, right? And that's the thing. We were the one that disobeyed in the beginning, Adam and Eve, and because Adam and Eve sinned, we are all that. But that's why Jesus had to come and pay for our sins. It says somewhere in the Bible, it's not word for word, but you could probably search it up and you'll find the verse, right? It says, and if not, if you really want me to, like, I'll be so for, I can send you verses or whatever and talk to you and explain to you about it if you really want to, but I'm not going to also force you to do anything or send you anything if you don't want to, because that's why I never did in the first place. But it says somewhere in the Bible that for one man sinned, and like because of that, the whole mankind, it fell, you know, but because of that, there had to be one man who had to be perfect for all of us to be like, okay, right? I'm very paraphrasing it, but if I find a verse, I can send this to you. And basically, Jesus came. I'm sure you've heard of the story of Jesus. He came, he died on the cross, and he paid for all our sins. Now, you're probably wondering, what does that mean? Because some people don't understand what that means, because you see all the hurt in this world, and you're like, how did he pay for our sins if all of this bad is still happening? So, the wages of sin is death. So everything that we do, whether it's lying, as simple as lying or anything, we deserve death, because it is not of God. It is nothing. It's not good, because even as simple as a white lie could cause a catastrophe if you really think about it. If you think of a hypothetical situation of like you telling a white lie to someone and it causes a whole ruckus and maybe someone dies because of it. I don't know. That's a very like crazy example, but like, that's actually a really bad example. Don't listen to me about that. But my point is, everything that's bad of this world was not of God, was never of God. God does not like it. But he also sees every sin the same, right? So even if you feel like you've done something bad, even if you feel like the worst person right now, like how you feel right now, whether you feel like, because you could be a good person, but we're not perfect either, you know? There's times that you might hypothetically yell at your mom or dad, hypothetically say something to your friend and then regret it later, or do something that you feel like was a bad idea, right? And that's okay, it's normal, but it is not your identity, right? The devil wants to make your sin wants to connect your sin to your identity. He wants to make you feel that because you are heartbroken, because you feel this way about yourself, that it's true. But not everything that comes into your mind is true. Because we cannot lean on our own understanding, because we're not perfect, but God is. And God has known us before we were even created. He knows the struggles we're going to go through and stuff. But the thing is, right, he's not going to intervene because he loves us so much. He's not going to intervene if we don't want him to. That's why you don't see like some crazy things happening in real life, that you see like God in real life, right? Or something like that, like making everything perfect. Because if he did that, which there is going to be a day for that one day, Judgment Day, and in the future, whenever that is, we don't know when that happens, when that's going to happen, then we'll all have to pay for the sins that we've done. Because a lot of the times we're thinking, we're like, oh, we see someone doing something bad and we're like, I'm so glad we're not like that. But then we sin, and God sees sin all the same. But he also, his grace is so big, his grace is so like large, that he gives us a day, and every day is a new day, right? Every day is a new day he gives us, because he loves us, and he gives us more time. Of course, the time's gonna eventually run out, and then we're gonna die, and then one day we're gonna see him, and then we're gonna be like, we're gonna see him right in our, you know, you get what I mean. Like, we're gonna see him face to face, and then he's gonna judge us. He's a perfect judge, but he's also the perfect father. Like, like it's so crazy. Like, I can't even explain a lot of the things that I'm even saying sometimes because there's so much to it. Like, no, look. Let me tell you. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at your message, but let me give you some morbid thoughts I've had before. Like what if like I'm in the car with my mom or something, and I'm like, what if we died right now? Or sometimes I think of the craziest thing is like, what if I, you know, someone like Kill, you know, Ki double, yeah, and it's crazy because I would never do that because the way I grew up and just the way, yeah, definitely. Also, that's another thing. The way someone grows up, the environment is a huge, like, how their values are, right? But thankfully, I had good parents in the sense that I've never wanted to do anything bad, like steal or do stuff, and I've learned, you know, other people might have a different story, but there's some things that it's just life's hard. I know it's so hard that, like, you don't know the amount of times I've cried. Like, you might think like I know what I'm doing because I'm talking about God. No, I don't. But I will tell you, it's not as hard as people seem it to be, because yes, it's hard walking with God, but notice how when you're living and you feel miserable and stuff, you don't feel. Oh, actually, you might have never felt this, but from my personal experience, right? I've never felt good when I'm doing bad things, right? But when I'm doing bad things, I don't feel that pressure of like sinning. I don't know how to describe it. It's a weird thing. Like, let me explain it. When you're not living for God, when you're not spending time with Him, on the daily, whether that's just like doing quick prayer, just any time of spending time with Him, right? And you're just living in the world and not giving a crap. The devil is not worried about you. The devil is not scared of you, because you know what? He has you where he wants you to be, because he wants you to suffer, because he suffered, because he got kicked out of heaven because he's an idiot, right? But because God loves us so much, He's giving us chances because He knows that it's not our fault that we have our sinful nature. He knows that even though that we're born centuries or decades after Adam and Eve existing, that it's not our fault that our ancestors were the reason that we're sinning. Because, to be honest, if you were in Adam and Eve's shoes, we'd probably do the same thing, because we're not perfect. God. We always had a limited mind from the beginning, because God knew everything. And the point is, I think the biggest life lesson you learn throughout your whole life is depending on God. Because there's going to be so many times that you're uncertain about what someone thinks about you, uncertain about the circumstances that are coming in your life, and anything, right? And you feel worried. Of course you should feel worried. Like, not that you should, but of course you feel worried, because you're like, what is going to happen? You don't know what's going to happen, right? It says somewhere in the Bible, there's actually two verses in the Bible, I think about this, but there's a verse, it's a pretty known verse, but you might never heard of it, but it says, Jesus says, He says this Himself, He says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light." And you're probably wondering, what the heck does that mean? So let me explain this to you. You ever feel heavy? You ever feel like heavy in your thoughts? You feel like overwhelmed? You feel like that, right? You just don't feel good, right? And maybe right now, this is one of your moments, right? He says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened," right? All who feel horrible, all who feel heartbroken, everybody who's suffering, right? Come to me, right? Because when you give your worries to God, because I'm going to give you a follow-up verse in a second. There's a verse in the Bible that also says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." Because every day has enough trouble on its own. You shouldn't be worrying about what you're going to do tomorrow, because it might be hard at first, because it was hard. It's still hard for me. But when I started actually taking things seriously and giving my life to God, I still worried about little things. And honestly, I worry a lot. Like, even in the beginning of this school year, for college, I was like, worrying about what if I don't get these codes for my classes, for like my books and stuff, because I'm in a program where I'm supposed to get everything for free, but I was worried, what if they force me to pay? Something as simple as that, right? It might seem a bigger deal to other people. It might not seem to, yeah. But for my case, it's a big deal for me because I worry a lot about things, right? But then, as I started remembering and realizing that God says not to worry, and it's not to. It sounds so simple, right? It's easy. It's obviously easier said than done, right? It's obviously easier said than done to not worry about anything, because in a way you shouldn't also not worry about anything either, because but there's a difference between worrying to the point that you can't get anything done and worrying in the sense that it's like a healthy worry, because God does not give us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of but a sound mind. What, I don't know the verse fully, but basically he gives us a sound mind, so that when you feel like your thoughts are like all over the place, you feel like overwhelmed and stuff, that's not of God, that's of the devil, that's straight from the enemy. Yeah, because he wants you to feel overwhelmed to the point that you're not going to get back up again, right? But the devil, while he's gonna condemn you and make you feel bad of every little mistake you do, or make you feel like you're not worth what you are, imagine this, always remember, imagine this, Jesus is right there. When you fall in the mud, he's going to be right there in the mud with you, and he's going to grab your hand. He's going to say, let's get back up again. Let's do it again. Obviously not that he's actually saying that, but that's how his love is for us. That's how he is. He loves us so much that even when we sin and we disobey him, he's still going to love us. Nothing will ever change him, and nothing will ever separate us from his love, because he loves us that much. And I know I'm saying a lot right now, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is so much, you know? So, if there's anything you can get from this, know that he loves you. You can talk to him anytime. If you need help with trying to talk to him, because it's not easy either. Sorry. You can always DM me about it. I'll definitely keep you in your prayers, and I'll pray about what's going on with you. I don't know what's going on in your life, but you know who knows? God does, and so he knows what's best for you. So I'm just gonna pray that he does obviously his will, and his will never be to destroy you, to ever do anything bad, because he wants the best for you. And sometimes the things that happen in our lives, we think it's like we want to get things done our way, and once again, he's not going to get in the way. He's a gentleman. He's going to knock on the door, but if you don't open the door and answer, he's not going to come in and barge in, right? And he's always talking. The thoughts in your head that you're thinking of, the good thoughts that are always doubting of like, maybe I shouldn't do this. It's probably him, but we usually don't listen to him. He's not a thought that's going to be loud, unlike the devil. The devil is always going to be overwhelming you and giving you so many thoughts to make you feel bad about yourself, to make you feel like you're not worth what you are, because you are worth it. You are a creation made by God, and if you're a creation made by God, which is everything that's living and breathing, you're worth it. Because if God took time to create you 9 months in your mother's womb, then you must be worth it, because he was thinking about you even before you were born. He was like thinking about this person's gonna be called so and so, or this is gonna be their purpose in your life. But once again, he gave you free will. He is not gonna force you to do anything if you don't want him to. Personally, I gave my free will, and my free will is that I want to do what God wants to do in my life. You know, what God wants to do, I want him to do it. So my will is for his will to be done in my life. You know, a lot of people want to do their own way and do that things, but then sometimes those things don't work out the way that you want it. You know why? Because one, we're not perfect. We have no control in every single situation, and also it might not be God's will. And sometimes and you're gonna be like, you're gonna hear this and you're gonna be like, what? This is crazy. It hurts, but sometimes God lets you feel hurt about one thing, because he knows that if you get into a situation, then you're going to be hurt more or destroyed more. I don't know what would have happened if you got with this guy, or you stayed with this guy. I don't know what's going on with your situation, right? But maybe that's God's way of saying that maybe that's not a good idea, because, and not to say that God's trying to take control of your life, but also he wants the best for you. And sometimes a lot of things not working out is his way of saying, maybe you should try my way. Of course, he's never going to force you to, because at the end you see how people do things in life, and sometimes that doesn't stop them. But it's always an option. And I'd say a lot of people want to do things their way, and a lot of people, our nature, we always want to do things our way, and it's just how we are, right? But maybe take a second and think about it and be like, maybe I should try God's way. Maybe I should not focus on that right now. Like, personally, I'm not focusing on relationships right now. I'm focusing on my relationship with God, right? Because you know what? One difference between God and anybody else in this world, everyone will fail you. You're gonna have a time where whoever you stay with the rest of your life, if you ever find a man that's good for you or whatever, there are gonna be times that you're gonna have arguments. It's never gonna be perfect. There's gonna be stuff that's gonna happen, right? Right? And that's just how it is. But you know what? You can pray to God about it. God will hear you out. And his word is living. Some things you might not understand at first when you read the Bible, if you ever read the Bible, and you're gonna be like, I don't get it, I don't see it. But then there's other times you can see that same verse, and then suddenly you get a revelation from it. Suddenly you're like, what is that? That's what it meant, you know? And it's happened to me. I never understood the Bible. I did not have any interest about it for my whole 16 years of my life, until actually 15, until last year. Around this time last year, I was like, you know what? Let me give my life. Let me actually like take this seriously, and you know, live for God. A lot, like I said before, a lot of people will focus on the religious aspect, right? About, I gotta follow all these laws and this and that. But we're not perfect. We're always gonna fail. The law is to show us that we are not perfect, but it's also, okay, let me give you a brief Bible story. The Old Testament of the Bible is all about the Israelites and how, and their, I think, to the promised land, and just like God's people that he chose doing the things that he wants them to do, right? Type of thing. In the Old Testament, there's laws, right? Laws that you have to do so you would be sinless, so you could be you know, not judged by God, right? But no matter how much people tried, they could never fulfill the law, because the law was perfect and they were not, because we're sinful. So that's why that's why Jesus came down. Well, Jesus was born and came and died on the cross, so we could be redeemed and be seen as clean. So because of Jesus, all of our sins are wiped clean, past, present, and future. Whatever you do in the future that's bad, never feel bad about it, even though you're probably gonna feel bad about it when you do it, because also, you know, things happen. He's already forgiven you, but also he wants you to repent, and repent means to turn around, like to turn away from, right? So if your mindset is following the world and doing things that maybe you shouldn't be doing, but then you come to God and say, I'm sorry, I don't want to do this anymore, and you try to do it his way, that's repenting. But repenting is actually trying to change also, because we live by faith and not by works. A lot of people want to do the works and do, I'm a good person if I feed the homeless and this and this and that. No, not necessarily, because a lot of people could be doing that because they have money, but it's also because they can look good. But God knows people's hearts. God knows if they're secretly just doing that for fame or this and that, right? Not saying it's a bad thing, particularly to feed the homeless, but that's not going to save you. You know, that's not going to redeem you because you did this and this and that, right? But what saves us is our faith in God. Whether that and faith is, we just need a faith of a mustard seed. So just knowing that he exists and believing that he exists is faith on its own. Obviously, our faith is gonna dwindle. We're gonna have our ups and downs, just as our life is, and we're gonna have those moments that we can't even open the Bible. This is from my own experience. I've had my days that I can't even open the Bible. I find it hard to talk to God, and I do things I shouldn't be doing, and it's hard, and I still struggled with it. But you learn when you start giving yourself some grace, as God is giving you grace. Because sometimes it's not even other people or the enemy or the thoughts in your head that are actually kind of, yeah, your thoughts, but like it's sometimes it's not other people that are the reason that you're far from God and stuff. Sometimes it's yourself. Sometimes your biggest obstacle is yourself, because we like to say that we're far from God, or God doesn't love me. I've hear a lot of times, like, I'm so for, like, some people tell me, oh, God doesn't love me. What? How could you know God doesn't love you? Do you even live for him? Do you even got to know him? Like, that's not a thing that I never understood, because personally I never grew up like that. But there's some people that talk so this and that about God, but they never even take time to get to know him. You can't assume how God is and the way he is if he's perfect and you're not. A lot of people are like, why did God kill in the Bible and this and that? But you don't know what it is if you don't even read it. A lot of people take a lot of misconceptions, and they're so quick to jump to conclusions. But it's because they're not having an open heart. I never had an open heart till like I said, like last year. I never cared. I didn't was doing whatever I wanted to, and it didn't work out for me. I felt horrible. I didn't feel good. But when I actually take time and actually just talk to God and realize that he loves me no matter what I did. He loves me no matter what I did. I could just sit down in my bed and just say, hi, God. And low-key, I would start crying. Because, not saying that it will happen to you immediately, or if it will happen the same way, but literally, there'd be times I'd be in my bed and I'd start crying. Because, who am I that I don't deserve to be redeemed because of all the things I've done? But God loves me so much that he decided he's gonna give his only son to die on the cross for me, for you, for everyone, because he loves us so much, because he wants us not to suffer. He wants us to be in paradise with him in the future for eternity. But also, you have to think about it. A lot of people want the benefits of living for God, but don't want to put the effort. And that's how it is. A lot of people are like, why is God sending us to hell and this and that? If he's so graceful, this and that. But that's the thing. You're the one that's leading yourself to that thing, right? Because hell was never meant for us. Actually, yeah, hell was never meant for us. But because we're sinful, that's our GPS destination, right? That's our destination automatically, right? Because we don't deserve it. Yes, he saved us, right? But automatically, before, if Jesus never came, we would be going to hell no matter what we did, right? But because Jesus came, now if we give our lives to God and seriously live by him, live for him, and you know, just one day at a time, taking it slow, because trust me, don't think that it was easy for me. It was not easy for me. It really was not easy. It was not easy one bit, and I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, and every day I get new revelations of like, oh, and there's still things, I still sometimes gossip, I still judge people, I still sometimes do things that I shouldn't be doing. But that's the point. That's the point, to say, I'm not perfect. That's why I'm going to lean on God, because God is perfect, and he knows what's best for me. And yeah, he loves you more than I could ever love you, because he's perfect, but I love you, he loves you more. And no matter what you do, just know that he will be enough for you. If you decide one day, I'm not gonna get married, I'm gonna just be single, that's okay. It's not a sin to be to be single. If you do want to have kids in the future, or be married, whatever, that's great. That's great, because marriage is a thing that made by God, you know. But don't feel bad when people hurt you, because people will always hurt you. That's my point I'm getting from this. The entire point I'm trying to say is, people will always hurt you, but God will never hurt you. God will always be there. And there's gonna be times that you're gonna feel far from God, if you actually ever, like, you know, want to spend time with God. And you know, I don't know what your personal relationship is with God right now, but remember, he never left, because he is faithful. It's us that sometimes our own thoughts are like, I feel bad. Maybe you do a sin and you feel guilty, and then you feel like God's not going to forgive you for that. But remember, God forgave you already. He already forgave you. He just wants you to come to him so you can feel better, you know? Whenever you feel like that, he wants you to come to him, because he's the perfect father. He's literally a father figure, but he is our father, because he created us. And like, personally, never had the best relationship with my dad, right? So it makes me cry knowing that I literally didn't do anything to deserve having the love from God. It's actually baffling, and the peace that you get when you, oh my gosh, the peace that you get, like the peace transcends our understanding. It really does, and it's just amazing. So I tell you, you feel hurt right now. I'd say, personally, in my opinion, I think you should go talk to him, pray to him, and praying could be as simple. Don't think praying has to be like big words, because that's what the Pharisees did. I can explain that another time. But he wants you to be honest. He knows already what's going in your mind and your thoughts. He just wants you to go to him, you know? I haven't looked at your messages, so I hope it's not like... I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that I was not reading your things. Okay. Summer, since you have to go, probably by now you probably already had gone. I don't know. Just know God is there. He knows your circumstances, and he what's the best way to say this? He hates seeing his children hurt, right? He hates that. He never wanted us to be hurt in the first place. So I'm sorry that if that means even in your own household that your parents have failed you in the sense that they might have treated you bad or did this. But he will never do that. He will never do that. And there's gonna be times that it hurts and you heal from things. It's hard, but knowing that it hurts and there's times that you go back and you kind of like revert and you're like, ugh, it hurts and type of stuff and you're crying. That's good because you're healing. Because you shouldn't also numb it, you know? You should always give your emotions and bring it to God, because he knows everything. He knows what his plan is for you, and he knows everything. Sometimes I don't, even the things I'm saying right now, I don't really understand your circumstance. So I could be saying things that really might not be applying to you at this very moment. But I'm just giving you kind of like my own advice and my own personal experience, kind of a jump into my own thing, I guess, a little testimony. But just know everything's gonna be okay. And honestly, if it's God's will that I never get married or never be in a relationship, I'm completely fine with that, because he's enough for me, you know? He loves me so much, and I didn't have to do anything. And you shouldn't have to do anything for people to love you either, because you are amazing. You're amazing. You're perfect just the way you are. I like to say we're imperfectly perfect, because we're not perfect, obviously, but we're made in his image. So when you look in the mirror, maybe don't beat yourself up, because that's exactly what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to feel bad. But I know it's hard. It's so easy. Real quick, this is my final thing. It's so easy to talk bad about yourself, but it's so hard to it feels cringy almost to talk good about yourself, right? And I've had a huge problem with that, like last year. It's better now, but sometimes I have those moments as well. Just, you'll learn things over time, and I trust that if you do give your life for God, because I don't know if you actually have or not, I don't know, it's so worth it. It's the best thing ever. And there's gonna be a lot of people that think you're crazy. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna shame you. You might lose some friends. You might do that. But we're called to be set apart from the world, because the world is gonna do things, and it's gonna encourage bad things. It's gonna say, oh, this is a great idea, but then it's gonna leave you more empty than before. So yeah, I think that's my thing for today. I talked for so long. I didn't even know there's 3 people in stream. I didn't know I was gonna be talking about God on stream and not get anything done. But you should go, Summer. I hope things get better, and if you ever need me, you know, yeah. Okay, so kind of switching up back to Zerodome, because that's such a huge flip, you know. But yeah, I need to start talking about God more here, because why not? I love talking about God. Because why shouldn't I be talking about the greatest thing that's ever happened to my life? having a relationship. God, the best thing ever. It's honestly great. It really is. I don't know if you're gone already. It's funny because today's title of the stream is actually like a perfect stream title, because it's called Passing Time, and we're really just passing time right now. It's 10:20. How long have I been streaming for? I'll stream for a little bit longer. In unrelated news, I'm gonna keep working on this and finish this vault. I was here for like 30-40 minutes. I don't even know how long I've been here for. Talking about God. I love God. TP to key vaults, I think I put it as. I'm gonna turn on my fan because I was wondering why is it so hot in here, but it actually is because I don't have my fan on. Okay. Sometimes I feel like I have allergies, but I don't think I do. Because my nose can get like stuffed like if I'm sick, but like wait, what? I don't think stuffed was a word. Like I don't know how to describe it. What is it called? But like not runny, like stuffy. That's the word, stuffy. I don't know. I said snuffy or something. I don't know what I said. And that sucks. I really hate it. Let me. Okay, yeah. Let me just boom, 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 boom. I think it's all 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I drunk that by accident. Oops. I'm floating, y'all. Unrelated, but I think I should start doing some. I might start doing vlogs on this channel, or doing something different. I don't know what it'll be, but something good. Something good. It'll be good. Hopefully you guys will like it. If not, I don't really care. I'm gonna do what makes me happy, and doesn't matter what it is. I think I'm gonna put these. Okay. Let's put this here. What is the spotlight? Like the big thing here? I guess it could be this. Is that everything? So many trims and stuff. So we got Echo Shard, 2 trims, Axolotl, potions, Goat Horn, Copper Keys. Yeah, okay. We got everything here. Insert. I don't really know what I'm gonna use for the currency. I was thinking of using like literal cherry blossom, like the leaves, but I don't know if I should. Like pink petals. So I'm gonna finish this vault, and I think I'm just gonna end it here today. It was a short stream, but that's fine. Imagine just using this as a... No, I feel like that's not too... I'm gonna name these differently because I like being different. Um, but I'm gonna name these. What does this look like? When I look at this, what does it look like? I'm gonna name it, cherry. What did I name? What did I name the? I don't know what to call this. Good ideas. What do I think of? It's like, there's a hole in the ground. I'm trying to think of a good name for this. Good rename. Cherry soda. It's cherry soda now. Yeah, we're throwing cherry soda in a machine. That totally makes sense. Why not? Cherry soda. It's giving cherry soda. We're naming it cherry soda, guys. We gotta have it pink and everything. Oh, why is it just with... Okay. Wants to be like that. B, C, E, A, D. There we go. No, I don't like that color. Maybe I should use B. No, C. Is cherry soda with a red? Maybe it just looks better. Yeah, I think maybe it just looks better. White. Sure, why not? So we're naming it cherry soda here. The whole point of that was to write that. Cherry soda here. I love using the most uncanny things for keys. Okay, so Kitsune Vault Spotlights. There's no thing here. Let me oh, you know what I could do? Because I'm a little lazy. Right here. TP that. Okay. So let me just go over here. I think that's too... What am I doing? Okay, I want to send... now it's lazy. Let me just do it where I already have it. Well, that runs the entire point of doing what I was gonna do, so now I'm gonna just do it my way. Whatever. Okay, let's go here and then put 765, -60, -3, I think. HTTP B. Voila. Am I right? I am right. I like being right. But it's okay to be wrong too. TP to key vaults. Key vault. We do this and that, and voila, voila, voila. Okay, and then let's put a cute, like, what could I put here? Oh, you know what I could do? I could do something cute, like, I was trying to figure this out earlier, but I have an idea. All is well. Again, let me get a cute, my brain died for a second. I forgot what I was gonna do. I need to get pink. Why not make everything pink here? Cause why not? For the aesthetic, you know. Pink. That is not the orbital fault, you liar. Okay, this is birch. Oh, I need to turn these back into... turn these birch. Wait, what am I doing? I'm actually crazy. Why am I using cherry soda when I'm using lock picks? Why should I just make it different for every single thing? No, we need consistency because everyone's gonna be crazy. Okay, no cherry soda, I'm sorry. Either way, I have to change this. Insert lockpicks here. Insert lockpick here. There we go. One at a time. Why does that look so dark? It's probably the lighting. One at a time, please. Gotta make everything cute now. For all the girly pops. Okay. So, I should put... I gotta change these to the orbital trial versions. Cute. Cute. Fun. This bothers me, so we're gonna be consistent here. And wait a second. This is a lie. There you go. A lie, I tell you. I think it looks better that way. I'd say it looks a little less ratchet, but it could also be my opinion. Oh, you know what could be better? Let me see. Let's definitely hear me out right now. Cause I was thinking about this. Wow. Oh, ooh. No, it won't. I lied, actually. Don't listen to me. I'm crazy. It does not look better. I'll just have to make vaults better next time I make them, if I ever do make it again. But I've been lazy, so I just kind of remake it. Make new ones, just copy and paste, if you can't tell. Okay. Earlier, I think I made a water oopsie, so I gotta look and make sure. Alright, everything's good here. So, if I try out this vault, it shouldn't go haywire, right? You know? That'd be nice. Let's use lockpicks. I have it in my chest somewhere. chest. I have a lockpick. I'm slow. Sorry. Let me put this back in there before I lose it. Get rid of that. No, not you. Okay, lockpick time 1. Take a second. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the thing I messed up. I was wondering what I was. I think it was this Oni. Now I have to try again. Two trims, 2 of these. So my first one was a sky slime. So I'm gonna pretend this second one didn't count. So technically speaking, this is so good because like you get that from a lockpick, right? This is probably the best vault I've made so far that isn't that's a limited time one. I've only made another one before this, but like still says a lot. I'm actually surprised that my brain was like consistent in the sense that I actually got things done today, because usually when I'm talking a lot I don't get things done. Okay, so as I was saying, this is so good, right? Because like now you have this, right? Which is slowness and jump boost, which is actually good. Imagine I use this, right? And I have 2 keys, a copper key and an oxide. Oh look, this is actually a really good jump. Okay. Now I go to key vault, right? I could put to this one. And I don't think I have it open, right? I have it closed. I do have it closed. Okay. But then I could copper key. I haven't used this in a while. And I get these. Look at that. 3 good things. Then I go over here, use the oxide one, which is obviously the good one. Speaking of, now that I'm here, I need to do some fixes to these vaults, and then I'll end stream. Because I keep procrastinating, and I actually have motivation right now after talking so much, so I'm taking these out. Trident stays, magnet dagger, by adding a new thing here, changing it up. How to be fair without being fair. Oh, I forgot about these. My lovely boots. Okay, we have nether upgrades there. What could I put different here? That's still like worth it. Oh, I forgot to check the thing of the, what's the word? The magnet dagger. You rusted key loot table. Oxidized key. Oh yeah, because I bring this over here. I don't want to do this again. Magnet dagger. This has speed and that is 5 damage. I'm gonna have to add something that's do attack damage. So I'm gonna go to we're gonna have a new one. A new one. A new one. A new one. Should that be an axe? That's a good question. Probably not, since we've learned from before. Let's try cleaver. Rose gold. Rose gold. Ooh, I've never tried that before. You should. Let me try something. Floaty, right? Everything's floaty. Now let me try something. A floaty sword or floaty dagger? Floaty sword and floaty dagger. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Forgive me. Why is that actually good for a pickaxe? That's a good question. Rose gold. 2. 10. That's 6 stream. 2. Dagger. Why is the dagger in the thing the same? But then this is huge difference. Pickaxe is also like, what the heck? Like, why is it so good? Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense actually now. So, this version is 2. This version is 5. This version is 2. This one's 5. 2. 5. But it's ugly looking. Like, who wants to use a dagger that looks like that? But this looks like a nicer dagger. Why is it daytime? I mean, nighttime. The pink dagger. Wait a second. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. Where's the other version of this? I'm gonna put tasty. Tasty. That's extremely hard to core though. Tasty experience. I like this one more. And it's pretty. Look at this pretty. This is so pretty. I want to beat someone with this. So much more acceptable. Okay. So that's the current loot table. That's the current loot table. It's like, oh wow. Oh, wowza. Oh, wowza. No wonder no one's getting... Okay. Oh, wait. That's not gonna change anything. Don't be slow. Okay. I see. I need to actually update this. Let me go over to the OG place. TP at P0100. Back to the season 1 area. This way. Back then, when we had that ugly dorm area. Oh, that lag. Save. Okay. There's too many of you. There needs to be a little bit more diversity here. Low-key normalize more totems, so let's get another DS. Why not? Okay. To make this a little better, because this is so unpredictable. Okay. So let's save. Save. Thank you, please. Thank you. And then let's go back to where the heck we were. So I'm gonna actually TP to the other chords. Oh wait, I don't have it here. Never mind. Slash TP P 16. Yep. Perfect. Right where I want to be. Okay, everything should be saved. Now it's all about turning these off, getting rid of the old, not being lazy, because we do not stand laziness here. That's my problem. I need to go back. I need to go back. I forgot something. This way. Let's get out of here. Let's go over here. This trident is a trident, right? Let me try something real quick, because I don't want to assume something and then actually I am wrong. Dropper. Redstone. That's what you're supposed to do in the first place. Okay. Because these are just still dispensers. Okay. Okay. Let's go over here. And let's... I need to go back again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm being so slow right now. The thing I was actually gonna do, I didn't come to go do. Okay. Right? Oh. Don't be slow. Give me one of those. So we don't even need these. I don't know why. Okay. I already know I'm gonna get some backlash, so I'm gonna do something. Where's knockback? Knockback has to work on these, right? Why did I have like a slight accent when I said these? The fish is in the hotel. Okay, knockback does work. Okay. People will be mad. I don't care though. I don't care. People will be like, why did you put knockback on the lever? Because I wanted to. Because I wanted to. But this is going to be a cleaver actually worth getting. Because it's going to have looting. And looting is actually useful for once. Coming up. I'm putting looting 1 down. Bare minimum. Bare minimum. Okay. Save you, friendly kiddo. Let's go over here. Oh, wait. Wrong place. Wrong place. I swear I saw a name tag. I was going to freak out. Let's clear my inventory. Clear my inventory. Clear my inventory. Clear my inventory. I've had some slow moments in the past of this series, but I'm recovering because we're at tap power. Good, nothing even fits, so I can just do this. Hopper, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So this is fixed. Are you fixed? You're a dispenser. You're a problem. But actually you're not a problem right now. So let's see if I change you. Okay. So this should be good. But that means I also have to update it. Let me get a item frame real quick. Just do that. Put you there. Take this. Oh, it's shiny. I like the shiny. The shiny is shiny. Okay. A new weapon. It's honestly just a way to say I'm nerfing you. I'm nerfing you, Zaid. If you're here, I'm nerfing you. I'm nerfing you and your magnet dagger. That's why it's getting replaced. So no one else can get it. Okay. I think I'm happy. I think I'm... Oh! That's an interesting... Yeah, we don't want someone joining and then, abusing that. That wouldn't be nice. That would not be nice. Okay. That's enough for today. Stream is 2 hours. That's actually surprisingly good. Don't usually stream because I have nothing that really to do, so. But I got something done today, so that's what matters. Okay, thank you guys all for coming. Whoever came, whoever didn't talk, whatever, I don't care. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you actually came, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Toodles. Toodles.